Morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a nice long weekend, although every day seems to kind of be a long weekend nowadays. I took a little break from workouts on Monday because of the long weekend. So here we are. It's Thursday and it's time to get a workout in. Warm up today. It's going to be Spider-Man lunges with a thoracic spine rotation. So you are going to take a nice long lunge. Release your back toes. Place both hands in line with your foot. Keep your palms planted. And then while you're watching the hand that's moving, you're going to raise that arm up. Lower back down. Keep this hand planted now. Watch those fingertips as best you can. Place your hand down. Tuck your toes. Stand up. And then repeat on the other side. I want you to do 10 of those in a row, so that's 5 per side. And then we're going to do something called an inchworm with a walkout. If you have any shoulder issues, be cautious with this one, and if you need to, just stay in a plank position. But you're going to do an inchworm, walking out into a plank position. Keeping your core and pelvic floor engaged, I want you to walk your hands out as far forwards as you feel comfortable, and then walk back, try and keep those legs as straight as possible, and repeat 6 to 8 times. That should get you pretty warm pretty quick. Make sure that you have, for your inchworms of the walkout, a very secure surface. Sometimes if you're just using the floor and your hands are really dry, they could slip out. We don't want anybody to do any face plants, so just be very careful with that. Your workout today, we're going to do 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 6 times each exercise. First exercise is going to be a body stop. So you're going to have your thumbs up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other, get into a plank position, and then using your feet to push you forward, so you're going to rock back and forth, trying not to keep your butt super high in the air. And you're going to do as many of those as you can for 30 seconds. Feel free to take extra rest as needed. If that's painful or far too challenging, then just hold that plank from your knees for the 30 seconds. Okay. We're going to do some weighted stuff. But you shouldn't need anything super heavy for these. Focusing a little bit on upper body. So we've talked about using wine bottles, pillowcases full of something heavy, maybe flour. What else could you use? Canning jars full of water. Anything you might have around the house. If you're lucky enough to have weights, use your weights. First exercise is going to be lateral raises. Because these are mostly shoulder and chest exercises, like I said, you should be able to go a little bit lighter. So feet underneath your hips, tighten up your core, shoulders down, and you're going to lift to shoulder height, nice and controlled, back down. So this isn't going to be a fast movement over the 30 seconds. Make sure your wrists stay in line with the rest of your body. So those are your lateral raises, okay, from the side. Like so. Make sure your shoulders aren't up by your ears. 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 6 rounds. Then you're going to proceed to front raises. So again, feet under hips, tight core. Raise your hands out in front, hands align with your shoulders. Lower back down, nice and controlled. Try and have a slight bend in your elbows. And don't go any higher than your shoulders. Overhead press. You can have your arms kind of out in line with your shoulders. Nice tight core. Press overhead. Arms are in line with your shoulders. Back down, making sure your shoulders stay away from your ears. And making sure that instead of having your butt out like this, tuck your pelvis under, press overhead. Okay, so So if you need to, you can also squeeze your butt cheeks and really think hips forwards. A little bit of core. You're going to do wipers. Laying on your back, arms out at your sides, hips and knees bent at 90 degrees. You're going to go over to one side using all the muscles in your midsection. Come back to center and then go to the other side. Using your hands for stability. If you'd like a little bit more challenge, extend your legs out and go side to side. I'm going to run into the TV there. Nice, slow, controlled movements today. Nothing fast or jumpy. And then chest press. So again, using whatever you have around the house. If for this one you want a little bit more weight, grab something, I don't know, maybe like a Costco-sized peanut butter container or a paint can. You can do it just in one hand. So you're going to lay on your back, heels nice and close to your bum. Holding onto your weight, you're going to press up so that whatever you're holding is kind of in line with your chest, your nipple line. And repeat for 30 seconds. Or if you have, say, 2 bottles of wine, make sure they're full bottles. You can do same idea, but 2 hands. If you're doing 2 hands, make sure at the top that your arms are in line, so your hands would be in line with your shoulders, so you don't want to be way out here, okay? And then we are going to do cool down. You're going to take a ball that you have laying around the house, baseball, softball, lacrosse ball, maybe one of your kids' balls. If they have some balls, I'm sure they do. You're going to work on chest. Do your arms. Pay particular attention to your forearms and around your elbow joint, especially because we've done a little bit more work on upper body today. You can also take the ball, place it under your butt cheek, roll around. Again, you want this to be, it might be a little uncomfortable, but you don't want it to be super painful. So you can support your weight more so if you find it painful, or if you want more, a deeper massage, you can let more of your body weight rest on that ball. You can also do hamstrings and calves. Place the ball just below the knee joint. Sit down on that ball, rock back and forth. And then you're going to slowly work your way all the way down to your Achilles tendon at your ankle. Don't forget to do tops of the legs. Getting nice and close into that knee joint, but not actually working the knee joint. Make sure you do both sides. And then lastly, you're going to do bottoms of the feet. Okay? This one tends to feel really good, especially if you've been doing a lot of hiking lately. And I think that's about everything. That's your cool down. So cool down, how much time to spend rolling out is entirely up to you. I generally say a minimum of about 5 minutes for whole body, ideally around 10 would be good, but entirely again up to you and your schedule and what you're able to fit in. You can also do your back by taking a ball, and I don't really have a good wall for this, it's a window, but you can put your back up against the wall and massage out all the muscles in your back. When you're doing that though, don't apply pressure to your vertebral column, your spine. Take the ball, work the muscles in one area, then move it over to the other side. All right, guys, that's your Thursday workout. Hope everybody's doing good. Message me, let me know how you're doing, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.